Hi friends, it's Miss Ruthie. How are you? I miss you. I hope you are enjoying your summer. We are now in the month of June and school is but a distant memory. So I found out that Pastor Billy is sharing a very special story from Scripture in his sermon this week on Sunday. So I decided that I wanted to share that special story in Godly Play. So the story we're going to hear today is the Ark and the Flood. And I know some of you have heard this story a few times, but I really love this story. I love God's promise at the end of it. So I hope you'll join me in hearing the story one more time. And for those of you who haven't heard it or maybe only heard it once, I hope you really enjoy it because it's a beautiful story. It has animals in it, and most of us, we just love animals. And then it has a beautiful, beautiful promise at the very end. So let's take a couple deep breaths, maybe with our eyes closed, to really focus in on our breathing. Long exhale. Another deep breath in. And exhale. I feel relaxed. Do you feel relaxed? And so for this story today, I'm going to need a mat. I miss seeing all of you seated around the circle on our mats. And so, got our mat. And the story comes from our sacred story shelves in our Godly Play room. So once we're back in our rooms, you can always find this story or other sacred stories. And so let's begin. And when God saw all that he created, he said, "It is very good." But then the people started to do bad things. And so God decided to send a great flood to make everything new again. But then God saw a good family. And the father's name was Noah. And he had a wife named Naamah. And they had 3 sons, and they had wives. And Noah walked with God. And God came so close to Noah. And Noah came so close to God that Noah knew what God wanted him to do. God wanted Noah to build a big boat called an ark. And so Noah and his family started to build an ark. Big boat. And as they were building the ark, animals started coming from all 4 directions of the earth into the ark. And they came in pairs, 2 by 2. And once all of the animals and all of Noah's family were inside the ark, God closed the ark and it began to rain. And the rain came down from the skies. The water came up from the earth. And at first it seemed like any other rain. But then the rain continued to form like puddles. The water spread all over the earth. The animals looked out of the boat, and all they saw was water. And it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. But God did not forget about Noah and his family in the ark. And after 40 days and 40 nights, the rain stopped. And God sent a mighty wind to start drying up the land. And the water started to go down. Then Noah took a dove, gently put it in his hand, and sent it out to fly. And the dove flew, and it flew. But it came back. All there was water. So Noah waited 7 days. And after 7 days, Noah sent the dove out again. And the dove flew, and it flew. But this time, came back. It had a little green olive branch in its mouth. There was something green and growing again. So Noah waited 7 more days. And then he released the dove again. And the dove flew, and it flew. This time, the dove did not return. It had found a home. And the water continued to go down until finally it landed on dry earth. Noah and his family came out of the ark, And the animals came out of the ark. And they were so happy to be back on dry land that they couldn't help themselves. They had to praise and pray to say thank you. Noah built an altar. Then they saw a beautiful bow in the sky made of many colors. To this day, we can still see it when it rains and the sun is shining. We call it a rainbow. It is a sign of God's promise to never send a flood like that again. Then the animals went back to all four directions of the earth to fill it with life again. Now I wonder what part of this story was the most important. I wonder, where were you in this story? Or what part of this story was especially about you? And I wonder, there's something that we could take out of this story and still have everything we need. I hope you will do some wondering with your parents or caregivers after the story. I really do wonder what part of this story was really about you, or where were you in the story? Especially after we've had so much rain lately. It does feel like there's been a huge flood. I also encourage you to do some art in response to this story. Drawing about animals and the ark is always one of my favorite art projects. And please stay in touch. I do miss hearing from you, and when I do, it really makes my day. So continue to be safe and have lots of fun. It is summer, and know that I am thinking about you and missing you. And until I can see you again, take good care. Bye.